When China was first introduced to War Thunder, there was quite a lot of hype. Now, no one can lie about it. It was a new nation. It was very interesting. And you know what? I think a lot of people were excited to play it. But it's really disappointing now. The only good tanks I've found from playing this nation at the moment has been the TTS and T62. You go into 9.0 with China and they're glubbed. It's a real shame. The fact that China was all hyped up to be a nation that could compete, to then be one of the worst nations ever in the game. It's just an embarrassment. People will say the CM11 is a 9.0 tank, it has thermal, has a laser rangefinder, it's DM63. But the mobility and armour on it is worse than I've ever realised. The tanks are sluggish, the shells are meh, most of them. The ZTZ-96 doesn't have thermal, the 96A is easily penned by most tanks in 9.7. Mobility wise they are struggling, they don't have any anti-air or radar anti-air that's capable. They don't have any good anti-tank vehicles, they don't have a lot of things that are grand tech tree. When Sweden got added, they had a proper ground tree, they had leopards, they had the SDRF I believe that just dominated with its insane APFS DS shell. They had a good premium which had thermal, high mobility, good gun. China has been left in a dump for ground vehicle wise, and it sucks to see them be this way. Now I get it, alright? Some people don't like new nations and don't think they should get focus. Fair enough, that is your opinion, but I personally think a new nation should be properly fleshed out before it's added into the game. And this is something Gaijin has sadly failed on. People complain about China being copy and paste. So what? So what? It's only until rank 4 where you start seeing a slight change. Type 59, Type 69, you move into that is when you move into rank 5 of course, but it's rank 4 where the sort of proper copy and paste vehicles sort of end. Of course you're going to have the American M48, A1 and this TTS which is American of course, but I couldn't care if they were copy and paste, to be honest. I couldn't care if the ZTZs were based on the T72. Who cares? Why should that be an issue? Other nations have the M18s. Other nations have the F104s. Germany has a G91. Italy has a G91. A lot of nations have a lot of vehicles coming from other nations. And to call China copy and paste? Really? You must be delusional to just call a nation copy and paste without realising that a lot more nations have got a lot more vehicles that are either American or other vehicles. For an example, Germany has the KPZ. That is an American vehicle. It is the MBT 70. So you're not going to say they're not copy and paste? The Germans also have the M41 Bulldog. Is that not copy and paste? They also have a Churchill they captured. Technically that would be copy and paste. Is that not copy and paste? Italy has a Sherman now. Is that not copy and paste? France has a Sherman. Is that not copy and paste? Sweden has the Leopards. Is that not copy and paste? Also has the Centurions. Is that not copy and paste? It's bullshit. To say that China's just full on copy and paste is complete bullshit. To put it this way, China has got one of the worst lineups I've ever seen. They're not good, they're not backed up properly, and they struggle. The tanks you could give China could be the Type 98, the Type 99, which it sucks because it's not even in the game at the minute. You could give it the Type 93M. You could also give it some Taiwanese stuff, such as the CM32, a light vehicle. You could also give them an IFV to back him up as well. When people keep saying China is copy and paste, it really pisses me off. And I think the fact is they're not copy and paste as much as people think they are. For example, France has the Shermans, Germany has the M41 Walker Bulldog, the KPZ-70, the Churchill, the BMP-1. You've got then you've got you've got Sweden, the Leopards. You've got the Centurions they use. You've got so many nations that have got other people's vehicles. So to call China copy and paste is just ridiculous. So next update, please focus on China, Gaijin. They are struggling. They need more things. They need an IFV, a light vehicle, SBAA that has got radar. It doesn't even have to be a surface to air missile, they just need radar, SBAA. Just back them up a bit. They are probably the second most struggling nation out there. Actually, in fact, now that Britain's got a really stronger lineup and don't suffer like they used to back in 2 to 3 years ago, I think China actually now is the #1 suffering nation for tanks, that is. They struggle in every way, their lineups are the worst, their tanks are just struggling, they're slow, the mobility is just awful, the armour is crap, and people are just going to keep shitting on them because they think they're just copy and paste. Why should that be the issue if they copy and paste? Like I said before, other nations have got other people's vehicles. So yeah, I'm going to defend China on this game. I think the fact that people just don't know what they're on about this nation, they don't read up on the tanks they have, they don't read up what other stuff they have, and then assume that it's copy and paste is just disgusting. I really like China in this game. You've got the Taiwanese stuff, you've got the Chinese stuff, and I will defend it. And not many people, I don't think, support China in this game. I don't think they like them, but as a small majority, I'm willing to say what I think should happen with China, and I think it is right to give them some more stuff, seeing as that Sweden, a newer nation, has got more stuff than them. Thank you all for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Yeah, a bit of a moody one, but it had to be said. People need to stop shitting on this nation and need to actually let them be a bit more competitive. Let them have a few more stuff. See you all in the next video.